We've been in
Fox Butte. Sometimes.
Well, good evening, everyone. A belated good evening as we've had some technical problems, plus the game started a half hour earlier than the Gering High School activities website showed when we first looked. It's 1-0. Gering on top. That happened in the first inning. We're in the top of the third. There's a swing by Peyton Gibson, the pitcher, for Alliance, and it's 1-1 strike. We'll bring you up to date in between innings on how we have gotten to that stage. But so far, Maddie Weiss, the pitcher for Gering, the lefty, has retired everybody. Pitch will be high, so it's 2 strike to Peyton Gibson. Gibson, the rival pitcher. Weiss will miss high again, and it's 3 strike. This will be the first 3-ball count that she's had against a batter, and we are in the third inning of play. This will be in for a strike, and taking was Gibson to count full to 3-2 strikes. So now 3-2, 1 out, nobody on base for Alliance. Swing and a miss, and there is the 6th strikeout for Maddie Weiss in the early going of this one. She struck out 2 in each inning so far. She has 2 in the third with another batter coming in, and that will be Morgan Moomey, the sophomore, who's playing right field in this game. There's a strike. So 1-0 our score. That was a run in the first inning. As I said, I'll bring you up to date in between innings on that one. Another strike, and it's going to be 0-2. So she's already struck out 3 in a row, 6 in the game, and has an 0-2 on the next batter. Fouled back, so it'll stay at 0-2. We'll run through the lineups in between innings and recap, as we said, how we have arrived at a 1-0 score. We're in the top of the third here at Gering at Oregon Trail Park. Gering in their first home game of the season. Outside, we'll make the count 1-2 strikes to Moomey. The on-deck hitter, Kylie Adams, waits on deck. It's going to swung on and missed. It'll have to require the throw to first, and it is in time. And striking out the side will be Maddie Weiss. So it's no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on. We're in the middle of the third inning. Again, we're going to keep it here and bring you up to date on how we got to this point. We'll look at the starting lineups, which are brought to you by Western Nebraska Community College. From diplomas to degrees, it's for me. Learn more at wncc.edu. For Alliance, their lineups like this. Kylie Adams, the shortstop. Taylor Mannion hitting second, playing center field. First baseman Aubrey Garrett is third. The cleanup hitter is Brandy Seabaum, the left fielder. J.C. Acosta, the second baseman, hits fifth. Erica Busey will hit sixth and does the catching. Third baseman Bri Houston is in the seventh spot. Peyton Gibson, the pitcher, hits eighth, and Morgan Moomey, the right fielder, hits in the ninth spot. For Gering, Maddie Weiss, the pitcher, leads off. Callista Muir, the shortstop, hits second. Hitting third is Briley Dean, the center fielder. Cleanup hitter is Kiana Island, the third baseman. Kelsey Bonsack hits fifth. She's the left fielder. Behind her is Macy Schlotthauer, the right fielder. Jess Brown will hit seventh. She's the second baseman. Hannah Splastos, or the catcher, hits eighth. And Destiny Gonzalez, the designated player, hits ninth. She's in for Victoria Brady, the first baseman. So that brings us our lineups now to go back to some play-by-play as we recount how things got to this stage. Destiny Gonzalez, the designated player, will bat first for Gering here in the home half of the third inning. Off-speed pitch, misses high, ball one. Weiss fell down in the count pretty quickly, 1-2, fought her way back, drew a 3-2 walk. Callista Muir fouled out to the catcher, then Briley Dean struck out. Pitch will be a strike to Gonzalez, so it's 1-1. So with 2 out, runner at first, Kiana Island doubled to right. What happened is the ball hit the first base, bounded on into foul territory down the right side, and she got to second base before the throw came in, so a double, and we scored on that 2-out hit. So Island got the run batted in, and that's where we're at. Bonsack fouled out to the left fielder to end the inning. This pitch will miss low, so we're now at 3 balls and 1 strike to Gonzalez, leading off in the 3rd inning of play for Gering. We'll set the defense here as we can. Erica Busey is doing the catching, senior for Alliance. There's a strike, and the count goes full. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Gonzalez. Peyton Gibson, the right-hander, working for Alliance in the circle today. Leadoff batter here in the 3rd inning of play. And checking her swing on a low pitch will be Gonzalez, who draws the walk. Second one issued in the ball game. The first one, as I recounted earlier, Maddie Weiss walking to open the game, and she comes around to score the only run that we have in the game so far. So Gering with the lead, 1-0. And Maddie Weiss, the pitcher, who walked and scored, will step in. We're going to have a courtesy runner here, I believe, for Gonzalez. Gianna Aguilar will be the runner. So Aguilar comes in to run at first base. So runner at first, nobody down. Gering with a 1-0 lead in the game right now. Sun has gone behind a cloud, rather pleasant right now, just a stirring of a breeze and a pleasant evening. We appreciate you being along on our delayed start here on KNEB.TV. Line drive hit past Acosta, and it looks like trying for third base and making it safely will be Aguilar. Boy, aggressive base running as she turns second. The ball was coming in to Adams, the shortstop for Alliance. Turned, made the throw, could not get Aguilar at third, and Weiss singling and then moving to second on the throw. So runners at second and third and nobody down. That's the 3rd hit in the game for Gering. Ground ball to third, takes a bad hop, goes over the top. Here's the throw to the plate, but it will not be accurate enough to cut down the runner Aguilar, who scores the 2nd run of the ball game for Gering. A bad hop there. Moving to third will be Weiss as she saw the ball bounce past Bry Houston. Kylie Adams, the shortstop, did manage to make the stop, but her throw to the plate not in time. Muir will be on with a fielder's choice, but she does get a run batted in on the play as Aguilar, the runner for Gonzalez, comes in to score. So we are at 2-0 in Gering with runners at the corners and still nobody down as we have 3 in a row on to open in the 3rd inning for Gering against Peyton Gibson. Huddle in the center of the diamond to get the Alliance defense back on track by Chris Palamo, his 5th year as the coach for Alliance. Here's Briley Dean. Dean, a strikeout victim, her first time. One of 2 strikeouts that Gibson has in the game so far. Strike. They check to make sure the runner from first, Muir, is not going. And having to be cognizant of Weiss over at third if there's a throw that goes all the way down to second. 0-1 to Dean. Off speed is high, checks her swing. It'll be 1 ball, 1 strike. We're in the 3rd inning of play if you just joined us. Got a late start due to some technical problems, but we're on now. Happy to be bringing you the ball game. Gering 2-4, Alliance 4-3 on the season. Off-speed pitch will be in for the strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes now on Briley Dean. Cleanup hitter Kiana Island, who doubled sharply to right field in her first at-bat, waits on deck. Hit the first base bag, bounded on into right and then into foul territory. Big swing, strike 3 on Dean as she becomes the third strikeout victim of Peyton Gibson. So now 1 out with runners at the corners for Gering, enjoying a 2-0 lead in the ball game right now. And Island, who singled on a 1-0 pitch her first time, steps back in. High pop foul. That'll get over the Alliance dugout and out of play, so it's no balls and 1 strike. Muir at first, Weiss at third. Gibson not agreeing with the sign. Now ready, but Island thinking a little too much time had been taken, so she requested timeout and stepped out. Now she's back in, stands well up at the front of the box. She'll lash this one into center. Mannion will make the catch, throw into second to hold the runner at first, and the sacrifice fly by Kiana Island will get her second run batted in as Weiss comes trotting home on the play. That makes it a 3-0 ball game. Gering on top. And here's Kelsey Bonsack, who fouled out to Brady Seabaum, the left fielder, her first time. Hit it well, but had a little error underneath it, and time for Seabaum to make the catch. Ball 1 to Bonsack. So 2 out, runner at first, but 2 runs home for Gering here in the third inning of play. Fouled back, and the count goes even at 1 ball, 1 strike on Bonsack. She's hitting 5th in the order. Here's the 1-1 delivery and hit off the end of the bat to third. Houston up with it, throws to first for the out, and the inning is over. But Gering will come up with 2 runs in the inning. They get that on 1 base hit. There were no errors, and there will be a runner left aboard. After 3 innings, our score, Gering 2, Alliance 0 on the West Coast scoreboard.
Name one other restaurant that makes...
Do you remember last winter? We do. And winter is just around the corner. And right now, when you replace your windows or doors with Renewal by Anderson of Wyoming, you'll save $1,000 with the purchase of 3 or more windows or doors. Save an additional 5% when you make your purchase at the initial consultation. Plus, no down payment, no monthly payments, and no interest for 12 months. Only from Renewal by Anderson of Wyoming. Call 307-215-7493 before the winter chill hits your home.
In life, some things just go together, like a burger and fries, and home and auto insurance from State Farm. So make it a combo. Combining your home and auto insurance could save you time and money. And who doesn't like that? Just call State Farm agent Kerr Heilbrunn and find out how you can start saving today. It's just another way. We're here to help life go right.
We go to the 4th inning of play. 3-0. I need to correct you. There were the 2 in the inning, made it 3-0. First pitch swinging. Adams pops up, and pitcher Maddie Weiss will come in and make the catch. So 1 pitch and 1 out here in the visitors' half of the 4th inning. Here's Taylor Mannion. She was a strikeout victim her first time. That's 1 of 7 in the ball game now by Weiss. She's had at least 2 in every inning. Won't this time, apparently. High fly, Bonsack in left, camps under it, and makes the catch. So 2 pitches, 2 outs. So we won't have a multiple strikeout inning, that's for sure. But it would be the first, as Weiss has handcuffed the Alliance batters so far. Aubrey Garrett was a strikeout victim in the first inning. Steps in for her second look. Takes a strike. pretty efficient on pitches so far by Weiss in the ball game. Sharp grounder, second. It's past a diving Jesse Brown. First base hit for Alliance in the ball game. Aubrey Garrett gets the hit and keeps the inning going for cleanup hitter Brandy Seabaum. It's only the 42nd pitch, just looking there, for Weiss in the ballgame. There's 2 out, 1 on here in the 4th inning. She had thrown 11 pitches in the first, 12 in the second, 16 in the 3rd inning. Of course, strikeouts sometimes take a few more pitches, but pitching a fine game right now. Gave up her first hit, so see if that helps the Alliance batters, as perhaps they've got something going here now. Going to have the courtesy runner. Shaylee Messersmith will be the runner. Ball 1. Seabaum, a strikeout victim in the 2nd inning, fouls this pitch back into the netting. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 out. Runner at first is Messersmith running for Garrett. We're in the 4th inning, a 3-0 ball game. Gering 1 in the first, 2 in the 3rd inning of play. Gering's 2-4 on the year. Alliance 4-3. Called strike, makes it 1 ball, 2 strikes on Seabaum. J.C. Acosta is on deck. Messersmith waits at first. And there's called strike 3. So the 8th strikeout for Weiss in the ball game, and that retires Alliance in the top of the 4th inning. Be no runs. There was a hit, the first of the game for Alliance, no errors, and a base runner left. To the bottom of the 4th, 3-0 Gering.
At Platte Valley Bank, we know when you need a loan, time is of the essence. We are locally owned with this.
Here in Nebraska, we believe Saturdays are for football. And we believe nothing is impossible if you put in the work. At Allo, we believe this is the year, and now is the time. That's why we're giving you 1 free year of Allo Fiber Internet when Nebraska wins the conference championship. All you have to do is sign up for Allo by September 6th and cheer for Nebraska. We believe the best fans deserve Nebraska's fastest internet. So join the winning team this season with Allo.
When we combine our energy, we're able to accomplish incredible things and take on the greatest challenges. We're stronger than we could have ever been alone because our energy works better together. Tri-State and My Roulette Company. Brighter, stronger, better together.
Welcome back. On the first pitch of the inning, a bunt for a base hit by Macy Schlotthauer. She got the bunt single out in front of the plate, and with her speed, beat it out. No throw forthcoming from Peyton Gibson. So that will be the 4th hit for Gering in the ball game. Nobody down, 1 on. Here's Jessie Brown. She singled, was thrown out at second, trying to extend it into a double in the 2nd inning of play. So 1 for 1. Mention our other coverage on KNEB Radio here for you as we get through some pitches here. There's another bunt. That will trickle foul, so it'll be strike 1 on Brown. Tonight, Chris Cottrell's at Scotts Bluff on 101.7 The Trail for softball with Shadron. Jeff Kelly's on 960 a.m. with Torrington at the new Gering Gym for volleyball. And Thursday on KNEB.TV, I'll have Alliance at Scotts Bluff for volleyball around 7 p.m. Another bunt, and another one foul down the first base side, so 0-2 on Jessie Brown. Saturday, let's see, KNEB, or on Friday it is, KNEB.TV will be in Alliance for the Shadron Alliance football game. I'll have that one. Chris will be in Hastings with the Scottsbluff football team on 101.7, the Trail against Hastings. Swing and a miss, strike 3, so that'll be 5 strikeouts now in the ball game for Gibson. She gets one here after allowing a bunt single to open the inning. Now here's Hannah Splastasser, the catcher, lined to center field or left field her first time. This counts a strike, so 0-1. Jeff will be in Seward Friday with the Gering football team on 9:60 a.m. Games in the eastern part of the state kick off at 6. In Alliance, it'll be at 7. Popped up foul territory, first base side. We'll see chasing it Garrett and Acosta, but it will go foul, so 0-2 on Splastasser. Schlotthauer still the runner at first base. Bunt single to open the inning. Brown then striking out after trying twice unsuccessfully to bunt. And now Splastasser down 0-2. Off-speed pitch makes it a ball and 2 strikes. Destiny Gonzalez, the designated player, will be up next. She led off an inning ago with a walk and came in to score. 2 walks by Gibson, both have come in to score for Gering. This will be lofted into right, hit well, but Moomey underneath it and makes the catch. So 2 down, as Schlotthauer had to hold on that one. And here's Destiny Gonzalez, as we said, walked and scored an inning ago. 3-0 Gering. A run in the first, 2 in the third. This inning started promisingly enough, a bunt single, but 2 out, runner still at first base here. Gonzalez getting some instructions from Coach Gonzalez. Gibson's delivery is popped up foul, strike 1. 47 pitches through 3 innings for Gibson. A couple of walks, several base runners, as we've talked about, and 4 strikeouts. Of course, that's going to take at least a minimum number of 3 to get the strikeout. So she has delivered quite a few here in the first part of the game. Off-speed pitch misses. 1 ball, 1 strike. Both teams opened their seasons a couple of weeks ago. Gering played a triangular at North Platte, then went to Aurora on Saturday for an invite. Ended up losing 3 of the 5 games. But then lost a game on KNEB.TV last Thursday. Fall 2-4, and that's been their last action. Ball, 2 strikes on Gonzalez. Gibson, off speed, swung on and missed. Strike 3. So her 6th strikeout, 2 of them coming this inning, turned Gering away with no further damage. No runs and a hit, no errors, and a runner left. We're in the middle of the 4th, 3-0 Gering on the West Coast scoreboard.
Find out what convenient really means at the Western Travel Terminal. Start with our great selection of food and drinks, from for real milkshakes and fresh brewed coffee to snacks and hot food. Next, check out our beer and spirits with their everyday low prices. Finally, let us work for you with our full-service gas station and automatic truck and car wash. All this can be found at 822 South Beltline in Scottsbluff. Western Travel Terminal, your convenient shopping, restaurant, and full-service gas leader.
In life, some things just go together, like a burger and fries, and home and auto insurance from State Farm. So make it a combo. Combining your home and auto insurance could save you time and money. And who doesn't like that? Just call State Farm agent Care Heilbrunn and find out how you can start saving today. It's just another way. We're here to help life go right.
Okay. Right to the Alliance Gering game, top of the 5th inning for Alliance. They trail by a 3-0 score. We mentioned how Gering had done last inning as the preliminary part of their year. Alliance won easily at Holdridge on Friday, the 23rd of August, but they got rained out at the Lexington Invite on Saturday. Then defeated Chadron a week ago before losing both games at the Southern Valley Alma Triangular last Friday, but then won 2 of 3 at the Holdridge Invite on Saturday. They are 4-3 coming into this ball game. J.C. Acosta, who reached on an error the first time, steps in, looks at a high pitch, ball 1. Defensively, Kelsey Bonsack in left, Briley Dean in center, and Macy Schlotthauer in right field. That'll go high, so 2 balls and no strikes against Acosta. Maddie Weiss in the center of the diamond. So far, 8 strikeouts, hasn't walked anyone, but she's down 2-0. There's a big swing to make it 2 balls and a strike on Acosta. Erica Busey waiting on deck here for Alliance in the 5th inning. They've had 1 base runner, a single an inning ago by Garrett, but she was stranded at first base. 3 balls and a strike. So Weiss in danger of issuing her first walk. She did have a base runner against her in the second. Acosta got on an error but was thrown out trying to steal second. Swing and a miss makes it a full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes on Acosta as Weiss comes back with a good pitch there. In the infield, Kiana Island at third, Callista Muir at short, Jessie Brown at second, and Victoria Brady at first base. Hannah Splastasser doing the catching. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 9 strikeouts now. And coming back from a 3-1 count was Weiss to get the opening out here in the 5th inning of play. Erica Busey, who struck out in the 2nd inning, steps in for her second at-bat. Weiss looking tough in the going here tonight. High with the first pitch, though, ball 1. Our next action will be Thursday night here on KDB.TV. Scotts Bluff hosting Alliance in volleyball. About 7 o'clock is scheduled start on that one. Strike this time makes it 1 ball, 1 strike. So we'll have that for you on Thursday. And then Friday, football at Alliance, Chadron Alliance football on KDB.TV. Swing and a miss. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out, nobody on base. Weiss behind the pitching plate now, strolls up, gets the sign, delivers high. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Bri Houston is waiting on deck for Alliance here. They're in the first base dugout, Gering over on the third base side. A run in the first, 2 in the third, and it's 3-0. And there's strikeout number 10. We're in the 5th inning, 10 strikeouts for Weiss in the contest right now. And Bri Houston, who struck out in the 3rd inning, the only inning that Weiss struck out the side, steps in and swings at the first pitch, down 0-1. The last strikeout in the 2nd and then a strikeout the side in the 3rd made 4 in a row for Weiss. She now has 3 strikeouts in a row. Last of the 4th and the first part of the 5th. Swing makes it 0-2 on Houston. Houston steps out a moment, now back in. Weiss pretty much controlling the batters here in this one. 1 ball, 2 strikes as the pitch is above the letters. Lights are on here at Oregon Trail Park. Pleasant evening. The sun getting behind the bluff, and there's a cloud cover out there anyway. Popped up in the infield. Second baseman Jess Brown makes the call and the catch, and the inning is over. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. We're in the middle of the 5th. 3-0 Gering on the West Coast scoreboard.
When we combine our energy, we're able to accomplish incredible things. and take on.
It's the time of the year again for the Platte Valley Company's Star Student of the Week. Last year, we traveled across the Panhandle and into eastern Wyoming to recognize over 50 students for their achievements in and out of the classroom. Let's revisit what they had to say.
Back in October, Gering Junior High School student Kelsey Brady was nominated for turning adversity into opportunity. She broke her arm on the third day of the volleyball season, but rather than throwing in the towel, she helped out by acting as the team manager.
So Kelsey, I'm curious, what caused you to want to continue to help the team after you broke your arm?
Well, I was kind of excited for junior high because of volleyball, and I thought since I broke my arm, I didn't want to just give up and not be on the team. I wanted to help out and cheer on the team, give them some good support for the year.
To nominate a deserving K-12 student to be recognized for being a star student, you can find nomination forms online at www.pvbank.com.
We believe champions go for two.
We believe Third Nine is a running down.
And here at Allo, we believe the best fans deserve Nebraska's fastest internet.
That's why we're giving you 1 free year of Allo Fiber internet when Nebraska wins the conference championship.
Are the lead runner. And then Muir with a fielder's choice got Aguilar home. Weiss moved to third, and she scored on Island's sacrifice fly. Pop up to shortstop, caught, so her 2 times on will stay there right now at 1 out, nobody on base. You know, you can download the Elite Physical Therapy Sports app. It's the go-to sports app with the latest news and live scores. Plus, you can watch KNEB.TV and listen to KNEB Sports right in the app. Download the Sports app in the Apple or Google Play Store or go to kneb.com under the Sports tab. Throw to first base will not be in time against Muir, so she'll have an infield single. That will be the 5th hit of the game for Gering. 1 out and 1 on for Briley Dean. Dean has struck out twice, 2 of the 6 Gibson strikeouts in the ballgame. Taking a chance to visit with her coach for a moment. I miscounted there, I believe. It should be 5 strikeouts for pitcher Peyton Gibson of Alliance so far. Squaring, but pulling the bat back is Dean, ball 1. Muir, the runner at first base. The shortstop, so you figure she's pretty speedy. Going bunt again, putting it down foul. Third base side is Dean, so a ball and a strike. Muir has to retreat to first base. 3-0 Gering. We're in the 5th inning. Again, 5 strikeouts for Gibson in the ball game. Couple of walks and 5 hits allowed. And trying to bunt it again, but it'll go foul. So Dean down 1 and 2 in the count now. Jesse Brown tried to bunt a couple of times last inning, fouled them both off, and she struck out swinging at the next pitch. This will be popped towards second underneath Acosta for the easy catch. 2 out. Here's Kiana Island. A double that drove a run home in the first, a sacrifice fly to center that drove a run home in the 3rd inning. One of our many sponsors tonight, Russell's Automotive, your family-owned go-to for all your quality automotive repair needs. 2 out, Muir at first yet. Cleanup hitter Kiana Island, batting for Gering in the 5th inning. Ground ball hit toward Acosta. She boots it. Everybody is safe. So it will be error number 1 against Alliance. Gering has 1. And it extends the inning. Muir moves to second. Island at first, and here's Kelsey Bonsack. Fly ball to left field. Seabaum caught it in foul territory. And a grounder to Houston at third. So it's pulled the ball both times. Checks her swing, but it'll be a called strike. Alliance 4 and 3. Gering 2 and 4. These district foes who will meet up postseason, we can pretty much assume. This will be blooped over Acosta's head, and she reaches back and makes a great catch. That was a great catch by J.C. Acosta to end the inning. If that falls, probably seeing Muir around third and head for home. But as it is, it'll be no runs. There was a hit, there was an error, and there were 2 runners left aboard. Through 5, Gering leads Alliance 3-0 on the West Coast scoreboard.
Name one other restaurant that makes their barbecue with brown sugar bacon and sauce with Kentucky bourbon that's been aged in charred oak barrels. Charred oak barrels, people. And we have a drive-thru. Arby's, we have the meats.
It's the time of the year again for the Platte Valley Company's Star Student of the Week. Last year, we traveled across the Panhandle and into eastern Wyoming to recognize over 50 students for their achievements in and out of the classroom. Let's revisit what they had to say.
Back in October, Gering Junior High School student Kelsey Brady was nominated for turning adversity into opportunity. She broke her arm on the 3rd day of the volleyball season, but rather than throwing in the towel, she helped out by acting as the team manager.
So, Kelsey, I'm curious, what caused you to want to continue to help the team after you broke your arm?
Well, I was kind of excited for junior high because of volleyball, and I thought since I broke my arm, I didn't want to just give up and not be on the team. I wanted to help out and cheer on the team and give them some good support for the year.
We're into the 6th inning of play. Ball game sped right along. And for Alliance, it'll be the pitcher Peyton Gibson. Then Morgan Moomey and the leadoff batter Kylie Adams after that. So 3-0. Game still within reach, but Maddie Weiss with a one-hitter going right now has been dominant. 10 strikeouts in the ball game. Checked swing. It's ball 1 on Gibson. Gibson has not thrown a bad ball game for Alliance. 5 hits, a couple of walks. Has 5 strikeouts of her own in the ball game. Swing and a miss makes it 1 ball, 1 strike on Gibson. She got her money's worth on that one. Big, healthy cut. We're in the 6th inning of a scheduled 7-inning ball game. Weiss looked to the dugout for a moment, now toes the pitching plate, and it's swung on and missed again. Ball and 2 strikes. Gibson perhaps going for a pitch out of the zone there, but when you go for those kind of pitches, all of a sudden you've expanded the zone for the umpire also. Here's the 1-2. It'll miss outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Morgan Moomey on deck. Alliance down 3-0. Just need to get a couple of base runners. But easier said than done against Maddie Weiss so far in this one. Swing and a miss. Gibson becomes the 11th strikeout victim of Maddie Weiss in this ball game. And one other. Well, we're going to have a pinch hitter here for Alliance. Looks like Dana Riza, freshman, will come into bat. So Dana Riza, we'll have to see if she goes to right field or if this is just a pinch hitting appearance. Another right-hander against the left-handed pitching Maddie Weiss. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Weiss 62 pitches coming into this inning. Another swing makes it 0-2. Panhandle Trails Intercity Public Transit offers regularly scheduled accessible bus service serving communities in the Panhandle Monday through Friday. Reservations required. Visit panhandletrails.com or call 761-TRIP. Pitch misses. It's ball 1. Riza hitting for Moomey here in the 6th inning of play. Trying to become the first base runner since Garrett back in the 4th. Swing and a miss, another strikeout. That'll be a dozen in the game now for Weiss. She got the first 2 last inning, and a pop-up made it a 1-2-3 inning. That's 6 straight retired now by Weiss since the Garrett single in the 4th inning. So Kylie Adams popped up twice so far in the game. Swings and misses, strike one. Pop up to Brown at second, then a pop up in front of the pitching plate. Weiss made the catch in the fourth inning. This will be high. In fact, gets through the glove of Splastasser, but no harm, nobody on base. Ball and a strike. Taylor Mannion waiting on deck. Alliance batting in the visitors' half of the sixth inning, trailing at 3-0. Weiss fires a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Adams struck out the side in the third. Only 1 inning has she had a single strikeout. That was the fourth inning. Now 2-2. Struck out 2 in the first, 2 in the second. The side in the third, then 1 in the fourth, 2 in the fifth. So far, 2 in the sixth. Ground ball back up the middle. That's by Weiss. It's by Muir, the shortstop, and Dean gets it back in as Adams has her first hit, the second for Alliance in the ball game, and keeps the inning going for Taylor Mannion. Mannion, a strikeout in the first, a high fly to Bonsack in left in the fourth. So 2 out, a runner on. Ball 1 on a low pitch. Fouled back. 1 ball, 1 strike on Mannion. Monument Physical Therapy can keep you in the game. Monument Physical Therapy in Gering and Morrill offers the Bumps and Bruises program. 1 free consultation and 1 free follow-up for all area athletes. Monument Physical Therapy in Gering and Morrill. Fouled back again. So a ball and 2 strikes. We're in the sixth. Visitors half of the sixth, 3-0. Gering leading it. This will be in the dirt. It gets through Splastasser's glove, so heading to second will be Adams. Pitch was low, but Splastasser just couldn't keep it in front of her, and it means a runner in scoring position. That's the first runner to be in scoring position for Alliance in the game. Let's see if they can take advantage of it. Checked swing. Again, it's low. Again, it gets through Splastasser, so moving to third will be Adams. So now 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out, runner at third. Alliance first real genuine scoring threat of the ball game. And it'll be ball 4, blocked by Splastasser, so runners at the corners for Alliance. First walk given up in the ball game by Weiss. So Garrett, who struck out and then singled sharply in the fourth to break up the no-hitter, steps in. She represents the tying run in a 3-0 game. And there were 2 outs, nobody on when Alliance got this rally started, but can they continue it? Garrett goes down to talk to the coach for a moment, now settles into that third base batter's box. Weiss fires, ball 1. The cleanup hitter, Brandon Seabaum, waiting in the on-deck circle. Here's Weiss's delivery, and there will be a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike on Garrett. Runner at third is Adams. Runner at first is Mannion. Now 2 balls and a strike. Delayed movement to second. Mannion will make it unopposed with a runner at third. So 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 out, 2 in scoring position for Alliance. Base hit might bring home 2. Big swing, strike 2. So Garrett at 2 balls and 2 strikes, a couple of outs, a couple of base runners. Weiss to the motion. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Her 13th strikeout turns to be an unlucky one for Alliance, and the threat is turned away. No runs. There was a hit, no errors, and 2 runners left. To the bottom of the 6th, 3-0 Gering on the Westco scoreboard.
Hi, I'm Kevin Wick, Assistant Vice President at Platte Valley Bank with your Mortgage Mythbuster of the Week. Some people think that purchasing a home is more expensive than renting. The truth is, with interest rates so low, there has never been a better time to purchase a home, making your monthly mortgage payment lower than a rent payment. The mortgage lenders at Platte Valley Bank are here to help you find the right programs to fit your needs and your budget. Stop in today. No question is too big or too small.
Macy Schlotthauer, who bunted for a base hit last time, steps in to lead off for Gering in the 6th inning of play. Pitch is on the inside corner. Be a ball and a strike to her now. Off speed, she'll bunt it, but back toward Gibson, who fires to first for the out. So 1 out, and here's Jesse Brown. Brown singled, was thrown out trying to stretch it to a double. That was in the 2nd inning, and then she struck out in the 4th inning. So 1 for 2 in the ball game, one of the 5 hits Gering has off Peyton Gibson. Gibson snared by Gibson right back up the middle on Brown's liner. So Schlotthauer grounded out to Gibson, and Brown lines out to Gibson. Here's Hannah Splashtosser. She lined to left field and had a fly ball to right. So 0 for 2, but has gotten it to the outer portions of the park both times. Ball 1. So Splashtosser, pretty solid contact twice, but nothing to show for it. Isn't that the way the game goes? Sometimes you'll have a ball bounce 14 times between 2 infielders and go for a base hit, and then you'll have somebody hit it nearly to the wall, and it's simply an out. They always say it evens up, but that's what you hear when you come back to the dugout after one of those. Busby goes out to talk to Gibson for a bit. I think now we're going to have a coach come out and check with the home plate umpire, perhaps regarding a lineup issue. Splashtosser waiting outside the third base batter's box, talking to her coach and taking a few practice swings. So 2 out, nobody on base. Next to last inning, Gering's up by 3. Run in the first, 2 in the third. Checked swing, and it'll be 2 balls, no strikes. For more than 125 years, Wells Fargo Advisors has created wealth management and investment strategies aimed at achieving our clients' personal financial goals. Call Ryan Windhorst. Together we'll go far. Fouled off, it'll be 2 balls and a strike. Ryan's phone number, 632-7561. So Splashtosser trying to keep this from becoming Gering's second 1-2-3 inning. Off-speed pitch, drifts outside. So 3 balls, 1 strike on Splashdasser. Gonzalez waiting on deck. Here comes the 3-1 delivery. Lifted foul back into the netting. We'll go to a full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Off speed, ripped foul down the first base side. So it'll stay 3-2. This the 5th batter that's had a full count against Peyton Gibson. She has walked 2 and struck out 2 when they've gotten to a full count. Popped up again. Out of play as it fouls over the first base side. 70 pitches coming into the 6th inning for Peyton Gibson. Not an abnormal number, considering she does have 5 strikeouts in the game and the 2 walks. Again, 3-2. It's in there, strike 3. So the 6th strikeout for Peyton Gibson turns into a 1-2-3 inning against Gering. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left. We go to the 7th. Alliance needs 3 to tie, 4 to take the lead. 3-0 Gering on the West Coast scoreboard.
You said yes. Together, you planned every detail. You married. And then you realized 500 square feet just isn't enough room for 2. When life happens, find a home that fits. First National Bank North Platte. Start your mortgage pre-approval today. You decide to add another to your family. You start reading parenting books. You're amazed that such a small human could need so much space. When life happens, find a home that fits. First National Bank North Platte. Start your mortgage pre-approval today.
Welcome back to Oregon Trail Park. Top of the 7th inning. Gering needs 3 outs to put Alliance away and improve to 3-4 on the year.
Chuck Swartz with you in the Logos broadcast booth. Stop into Logos. The guys will custom design it, print it, and have it ready for the game. There's no job too big or small for Logos in downtown Gering. Into the 7th inning. Alliance needing 3 to tie it. The visitors half, so if they could tie or take the lead, Gering would be able to bat in the final half of the inning. Alliance 4-3 on the year. They won 2 out of 3 in their last outing. That was the Holdridge Invite. Gering lost last week to Scotts Bluff in a game that was seen on KNEB.TV. They are 2-4 on the season. Here's Brandy Seabaum. Ball 1. Seabaum has struck out twice, once looking, once swinging. 13 strikeouts for Weiss in the contest through 6 innings. Popped up. This will drift out of play. And it's 1 ball, 1 strike as Splashdasser ripped the mask off, but couldn't get to that one. Victoria Brady, the first baseman, had taken a couple steps over also, but that one got out of play in a hurry. Now at 1-1. Swing and a miss. Ball and 2 strikes on Seabaum. Weiss still looking in command, although last inning, a 2-out single, then a walk, and there were runners at second and third before Garrett struck out. Grounder to third. Takes a big hop for Island. Throw across to Victoria Brady, and there's 1 away. So 1 down. Here's J.C. Acosta. Reached on an error in the 2nd. Struck out in the 5th. We're in the 7th inning of play. 3-0 Gering. Scheduled 7-inning ball game. outside, ball one. Erica Busey waiting on deck. If anybody can get aboard, Bry Houston waiting for a chance. Weiss strolls up to the pitcher's plate and delivers. Ball two. Third baseman Island inside the bag a couple of steps and really guarding the line. That one bounces, so it's 3 balls, no strikes. Alliance needs base runners. Doesn't matter how they get them. Acosta with a 3-0. See if she can get aboard. That'll be ball 4, so a 4-pitch walk. Second walk given up by Weiss. So now Busey, who has struck out twice, once swinging and once looking, steps in. And the tying run advances to the on-deck circle here in the last inning. Low with that one. So that's 5 straight pitches that have missed by Maddie Weiss. Looking to the bench. Ball 2. 6 straight pitches that have missed now. So Weiss has to find the plate here. Trying to bunt at what would have been ball 3 is Busey. So 2 balls and a strike. That could be a big pitch for Maddie Weiss. We'll see as this inning unfolds. Now 2-1 instead of being 3-0 on a second straight hitter. 1 out. Acosta the runner at first. And it will be bunted back up the middle. Throw will go to the second baseman Brown covering at first. As the sacrifice works, Acosta moves to second, but Alliance down to their final out now. Bree Houston, a strikeout and a pop up to Brown at second base. 3-0 Gering. Again, the tying run is in the on-deck circle. Houston, the number 7 hitter in the lineup. She'll loft it right field. Back is Brown. She'll make the running catch, and the ball game is over. Nice catch by Jessie Brown for the out. In the inning, no runs. There were no hits. There were no errors, and there was a base runner left aboard. So Gering ends up winning the ball game by a score of 3-0. We'll have the Runza post-game show coming up. We'll look at the stats and announce our Taco John's player of the game. That's all coming up. Again, Gering 3, Alliance 0 on the West Coast scoreboard.
Hey, I've been hanging out here a long time outside of Penn.
Hi, I'm Kevin Wick, Assistant Vice President.
It's the time of the year again for the Platte Valley Company's Star Student of the Week. Last year, we traveled across the Panhandle and into eastern Wyoming to recognize over 50 students for their achievements in and out of the classroom. Let's revisit what they had to say.
Northfield Elementary 3rd grader Yesenia Mercado Paramo was nominated and selected for putting in long hours to get up to speed. At the start of last school year, she was only reading at a kindergarten level, but worked through recesses and even phone sessions with her teacher over school breaks so she could read at the same level as her peers.
It was amazing. Every time when I get home, I start reading a book. And when I start reading a book, my mom helps me. And every time that I mostly don't miss that much words, I'm proud of myself.
To nominate a deserving K-12 student to be recognized for being a star student, you can find nomination forms online at www.pvbank.com.
Name one.
Welcome back. Chuck Swartz with you on the Runza post-game show. It's catered by Runza Restaurants, proud sponsor of all of our local high school sports. Runza makes it all better. A run in the first, 2 in the third, and that was the story of the ball game, 3-0. Our score as Gering wins it, Maddie Weiss with a 2-hit shutout as Gering picks up their 3rd win out of 7 tries this year. And Alliance falls to 4-4 on the season. Let's look at the batting in this one. We'll first look at the visitors from Alliance. Kylie Adams goes 1 for 3 with a single. Taylor Mannion 0 for 2, also walked. She had a strikeout. Aubrey Garrett goes 1 for 3, a single, a couple of strikeouts. Brandy Seabaum 0 for 3, couple of strikeouts. J.C. Acosta 0 for 2, a strikeout, a walk, and lived on an error. Erica Busey 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Bree Houston 0 for 3 with a strikeout. Peyton Gibson 0 for 2, a pair of strikeouts. And Morgan Moomey 0 for 2, also 2 strikeouts in the game. No runs, 2 hits, 1 error, 4 left for Alliance. For Gering batters, Maddie Weiss 1 for 2, a single, a walk, scored twice. Callista Muir goes 1 for 3, a single, had a run batted in. Briley Dean 0 for 3, struck out twice. Kiana Island 1 for 2, a double, also lived on an error, had a sacrifice fly, drove in 2. Kelsey Bonsack 0 for 3. Macy Schlotthauer 1 for 3, a single, a strikeout. Jesse Brown 1 for 3, a single and a strikeout. Hannah Splastasser 0 for 3 with a strikeout. And Destiny Gonzalez 0 for 1, a strikeout, also walked and scored. So 3 runs, 5 hits, an error, and 5 left for Gering in their 3-0 victory. Back to take a look at the pitching. As you're listening to the post-game show, it's catered by Runza Restaurants. Runza makes it all better.
My kids eat vegetables.
Find out what convenient really means at the Western Travel Terminal. Start with our great selection of food and drinks, from for real milkshakes and fresh brewed coffee to snacks and hot food. Next, check out our beer and spirits with their everyday low prices. Finally, let us work for you with our full-service gas station and automatic truck and car wash. All this can be found at 822 South Beltline in Scottsbluff. Western Travel Terminal, your convenient shopping, restaurant, and full-service gas leader.
Welcome back to the post-game show catered by Runza Restaurants. Gering winning at 3-0. Other scores in the top of the 5th on the Elite Physical Therapy and Wellness scoreboard. We have Shadron leading Scottsbluff 8-2. In volleyball, the one final we have, Sydney defeated Kimball 3-0 in volleyball action. Again, volleyball coming up with Alliance Scottsbluff on Thursday night here on KDB.TV. But back to softball now. Looking at the pitching in this one, Gibson goes 6 innings for Alliance, gave up 3 runs, all earned, 5 hits, 4 singles, a double. She struck out 6 and walked 2 in suffering the loss. Effort that would have won many a ball game this year. But it was too much. Maddie Weiss, 7 innings, a shutout, gave up 2 hits, both singles, walked 2, and struck out 13 in 7 innings. You think about it, 2 hits, the 2 walks, an error, so that's a total of 5 base runners that way, and 13 strikeouts. Didn't leave a lot for the other fielders for Gering to take care of. Back to name our Taco John's player of the game. Again, it was Gering 3 and Alliance 0. You're listening to the Runza postgame show.
You said yes. Together, you...
Hey, I've been...
It's the time of the year. It's the time of the year again for the Platte Valley Company's Star Student of the Week. Last year, we traveled across the Panhandle and into eastern Wyoming to recognize over 50 students for their achievements in and out of the classroom. Let's revisit what they had to say.
Last fall, Scottsbluff football captains Garrett Nelson, Keegan Reifschneider, and Jeremiah Delzer were nominated for their sportsmanship. In a playoff game, Omaha Roncalli's star quarterback was carted off the field with a nasty injury. 3 Scottsbluff captains decided to go visit the quarterback after the game to offer their support.
He was going into surgery and just wanted to make sure he was okay while he was still in town.
Like Garrett said, we just thought it was the right thing to do to go up there and see him. It felt really good that we could go there and be supportive and just see how he was doing and making sure that he wasn't hurt and that he was going to be able to be back next year. So
to nominate a deserving K-12 student to be recognized for being a star student, you can find nomination forms online at www.pvbank.com.
Chuck Swartz with you on KDB.TV as we wrap up this 3-0 win by Gering. Player of the game's brought to you by Taco John's of Scotts Bluff and Gering. Make Taco John's a game day tradition by unwrapping the original before or after every game. Well, you could have gone with Kiana Island with a double for an RBI, also getting a sac fly for one, but boy, when you have a pitcher with 13 strikeouts, 2 hits, 2 walks, and a shutout, that has to be your player of the game. So Maddie Weiss, our player of the game, brought to you by Taco John's of Scotts Bluff and Gering. Again, we will have volleyball action Thursday. Scotts Bluff will be hosting Alliance about 7 o'clock, depending on the length of the preliminary matches. But around 7, we'll have that one for you on KDB.TV. And then Friday night, it'll be in Alliance, Shadron and Alliance for football on KDB.TV. Gering will be at Sydney on 960 AM with Jeff Kelly. And Scotts Bluff will be at Hastings for the football game with Chris Cottrell. That'll be on 101.7 The Trail, going up against a surprising 1-0 Hastings team. And I say surprising because McCook was preseason number 3 in the Omaha World Herald, right behind number 2 Scotts Bluff and number 1 Omaha Scott. And it wasn't even close. It was like 30-7. Hastings beat McCook. And to put that in perspective, there's nobody on the Hastings High football team that was in school the last time Hastings beat McCook in football. So are they for real? We'll see on Friday. Chris Cottrell will have that one for you. So we'll talk to you Thursday. Scotts Bluff and Alliance in volleyball. Chuck Swartz on behalf of the entire crew wishing you a good evening, reminding you again it was Gering 3, Alliance nothing.
On April 15, 1924, West Nebraska Methodist Episcopal Hospital, the region's first modern hospital, opened in downtown Scottsbluff. The goal was to provide the care residents needed close to home, and it's never changed. For